dCloud offers everything you need for an ISE instant demo, hands-on demo, or proof of value, including a Linux host for trying ISE REST APIs and more. You may access all of the demo resources in dCloud via WebRDP in a Windows jump host, an AnyConnect client VPN, or a dCloud router with EasyVPN. Some ISE demos now have a NATed public IP address for radius connections directly over the internet with your Cisco Meraki devices. You can also demonstrate the Cisco Catalyst wireless controller architecture by connecting one or more access points. For the complete list of available ISE demos, visit cs.co/ISE-demos. Now let's see how to schedule your demo. In your web browser, log into dcloud.cisco.com. Choose the dCloud data center nearest to you, and then search for the content you want in the catalog. Not all of the demos are available in every region, but usually most of them are. Go ahead and search for the keywords. You won't always find everything, so you may have to try several different searches, but when you do find what you're looking for, go ahead and make it one of your favorites so that it's easy to find later on. Then go ahead and schedule it. You have a choice of a single session or multiple for an event. We're going to just do a single one. Okay, by default, dCloud schedules demos for 4 hours. You can customize them, the start date, start times here, or what I like to do is just go ahead and drag the demo around to the time that I want to use it for and extend it for that period. Now obviously you can't conflict when times and resources are unavailable, and you may need to choose a different data center for that. We're going to squeeze this one in right here and go ahead and click next. Go ahead and specify a reason for the demo. And if you have a customer, and then click next again. If you have a router, you can go ahead and select that. Otherwise, you can just schedule it without it, and it will be scheduled. I recommend that you also give it a name, especially if you have multiple demos going on at the same time. You may want to remind yourself what this particular demo is for so you don't get them confused. And when that's done, you can just click update and it'll be ready to go. While this is happening, we can look at our favorites list, and those demos that we favorited are there. If we want to start up another one, we can just click schedule. And we can go back and we can look on our history, and we can also see the ones we've done previously in case we want to start a demo from one of those. We also have the ability to save custom content. Once a demo has been used and configured, you have the ability to save it and it will appear here. This gives you the option to configure demos and then save them for future use without losing all of your changes. If you do have dCloud routers, you can see them all here and you can use them for your demos. If you want to share the demo with somebody, you can just click the share option and put in their user ID or email address. And when you find it, just specify the reason. And you can go ahead and send them a notification letting them know that they have a demo available. This is how you're able to share demos with partners or customers, or even your colleagues if you want to work collaboratively together on a demo. Once the dCloud pod is ready, you'll see the view button. We can go ahead and look at it, and you'll be able to see all of the different resources available in the dCloud pod. So you can see that we have the workstation is available via RDP. We can click on that. You can see if you wanted to log in directly with a VPN connection, these are the credentials you would use, and that's the IP address you would use. Or you could just click remote desktop and it would immediately launch a web RDP session. And if we wanted to go ahead and open up ISE, we could open our web browser and we could just click on ISE and we could log into it. Same thing with our wireless controller. If you wanted to connect to the Ubuntu server, these are the credentials to do it. There's the IP address for it. But in the case of ISE, this is the local IP address within the dCloud pod, and this is the right username. But this is not the password because it's available on the open internet. So to get the password, we would actually need to go find our session ID. Our session ID is actually going to be our password. And to find the public IP address that's been natted out for us to use, you scroll down here and you can see the public IP address for ISE and the public IP address for the wireless LAN controller. So if you use these, you can connect directly to them in your web browser right here. So let's connect to ISE. And then we'll go ahead and trust that certificate. And admin is the username, but we need that session ID for the password. And there we go, we're logged in. Now, once you're done using the demo, you can go back. If you want to go ahead and save the demo, you have the ability to do that. You just have to give it a name and click save, and it will go off into your custom content. If you just want to end it early, you can click end, and that will be the end of it. And if you need to get support on your demo, or you want to extend it, you can go get dCloud support. Just make sure that you include your session ID or the URL to the session so they know how to find it, and they will always extend your sessions because they want you to use their demos to help sell our products. So there you go. That's how you use ISE in dCloud.